Today on the channel, Jabba the Hutt mania continues with Return of the Jedi, Jabba the Hutt. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back for our daily Star Wars unboxing. We continue with another day of Jabba the Hutt unboxings. But remember, for all your modern day Star Wars needs, make sure you hit up Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description below. But now we're moving on. Yesterday's video, we did the Power of the Force Jabba the Hutt. Mixed results, more negative than positive, if you ask me. Your mileage may vary. But we did compare them to the 6-inch black series, which we got over here, which is the granddaddy of them all, if you ask me. But this could be the sleeper in the 3 3/4 line. We'll see. The Return of the Jedi's carded release of Jabba the Hutt. Jabba's had a lot of figures. I even had the old school one back in the early 80s. To me, that is the best Jabba to this day. I don't own it anymore, but I always enjoyed that one. I love that play set. And I wish we could get the Jabba throne with the, the old school one. It was such a neat setup. I wish we could get that. I understand back in the day there was a Walmart exclusive that I think had a cardboard kind of throne to it, but I want plastic. I want a nice throne setup for 6 and 3 3/4. Something I got to work on. If they don't make one out there to buy, I'm going to have to go and find a third party to custom print something or do something, because I need Jabba's full palace going on. I want that throne. I want that whole scene set up on my shelf. And I think this is the Jabba I will be using when that time does come. Very cool to get a big figure on a card. As we've talked about these cards before, this is an extremely hard card. Very similar to the retro collection Spider-Man figures, X-Men figures we've gotten in the last few years. Very similar hard carding with a traditional plastic bubble here. But we're going to do like we normally do. We're going to look at the packaging here. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We'll compare it to these two a little bit. And we'll wrap it up from there. But there is the old packaging. Return of the Jedi, the deluxe package here. Old Jabba. He does come with some accessories, which is cool to see. He also got his tongue sticking out there, which we remember that scene from the movie. He's licking his lips and his tongue out there. So very cool. But pretty plain Jane packaging. I'm almost surprised this wasn't a box set, like a small vehicle box, but I'm okay with this being here, especially on a hard card. If it was a softer card, this would be beat up and damaged. We all know it would be. There's the old back. Got some promotions down there. I need that BMR Monk. That's a very pricey set. Unfortunately, I am missing that. I need to get it. I just don't know if I want to spend the money on that one. The Wampa is probably one of the best play sets ever in Star Wars. This Wampa, and you buy the Luke that goes with it. A slam dunk, a very cheap price on that. I strongly recommend picking this up. Then you got a few other hard to find ones. Then you got the Jabba glamour shot there. Star Wars logo up top, and we got a little read there. Let's read and say what it says about our old pal Jabba the Hutt. A loathsome slug of a gangster, Jabba the Hutt was the preeminent crime lord in the Outer Rim territories. Basing his operations out of Tatooine, the Hutt had his pudgy fingers in a number of lucrative and unsavory rackets. He lived in an opulent, if sand-scarred palace out in the Tatooine desert. After the carbonite-frozen Han Solo was delivered to the Hutt, Han's friends attempted a rescue that seemed to end in failure in the Hutt's audience chamber. It says you can remove Jabba's tongue and insert end of pipe into his mouth. That's interesting. Place bowl in the railing, put creature into bowl, and attach hose to bowl. Very interesting accessories here, so we'll have to take a look at that. But yeah, I really wish I could find Jabba's Palace Court Denzians. I really need that set, but like I said, expensive. But away we go. Let's open up this bad boy. Looks like we got a little wire to cut in there, but we'll see. Gonna open up old Jabba. Let's take a trip to the palace. There it is. Got it all out. Nothing to see there. See you later. Got my handy dandy scissors. Gonna have to cut him out of the wires here. Very protected. You gotta protect Jabba. He's protected by bounty hunters and guards, and protected by plastic twist ties in his everyday life. So there it is. Will they pull out? There it is. See you later. Twist tie, goodbye. Oh my gosh, how many twist ties we got on these accessories? Far too many, if you ask me. It's funny, you know, this is mid-2000, this Star Wars release. It's just amazing how much twist ties were involved here. We definitely appreciate protecting our figures. We want our figures protected. But you think of nowadays, there's hardly any protection on these figures. Marvel Legends, stuff like that, rarely do we get twist ties protecting our figures, holding anything down. It's just not the way things are done anymore. It's just funny. But, you know, all this stuff costs money. These twist ties, tape, it all costs money in the price of the goods that you're wanting. So anytime they can cut that out, we'd much rather have them cut that out most of the time than cut out the quality of our figures. At least that's my thoughts. You guys tell me if you think differently. Am I going to be able to get this out? That's the question. There's one. It's a little challenging here with this pipe. Obviously, I don't want to break this pipe. Let's see. It looks like you got to pull it through. There it is. And this one is a challenge. Oh, here we go. Never mind. All right. There it is. See you later. All right. We got twist ties. Get those out of here. See you later. Now, we got some of that dreaded Jack sticky disease. We talk about it a lot on the channel. This seems to be very sticky, very disgusting. Drives me absolutely nuts. Luckily, this is solid, not sticky. You fit this right here in the tube, like so. There it is, and he's got the pipe end here. So a cool accessory, a throwback to the old days, but this glass is stickied over. This plastic just degrading over time. Absolutely gross. Same with this cup. I mean, not that I'm going to be touching this all the time, but it definitely needs to be cleaned up. It's the grossest feeling with this Jack sticky disease as I wipe it in my hair. Just ball of fun, ball of fun. But I like that they gave us accessories with this. I just wish we could have got the whole throne. Give me a box set. Give me a box set with the throne. That's what I need. Is he sticky? He's starting to get a little sticky on his arms. Just that plastic degrading is just, ugh. We got this little, what is this thing? So this is all broken, a little twist tie. We see these really degrade on especially this type packaging. They used a lot of that to tie lightsabers and weapons to people's hands. Those have totally disintegrated over time. Yeah, he's got the sticky arm disease. That's pretty gross. Not a fan of that at all. But he does got good mobility here. So you can move him all the way around. That's how I want a Jabba figure. Reminds me a lot of the younger one that I had as a little kid. More articulation in this one than that one. But you can set him this way. If you want to have him going forward, which I don't like forward-facing Jabba. I like side-facing Jabba. That's how I like him. So very cool right there. He does come with this little frog-type creature. We remember him eating that in the movie. It does fit in his hand. So that is cool. It said his tongue is removable. Let's see if that's really the case. Yeah, it is. So what a weird accessory. Here's his tongue. Pull out, it's got a little peg hole. You can peg it in. So you can either peg his pipe in or you can peg his tongue. For me, I'm putting the tongue in all day long. You know, he's salivating at a meal here. You can also put this, we'll just call it a rabbit. It kind of looks like a rabbit. You can put that in there if you want. Very cool. I'm missing Salacious Crumb. I have him in that Man-a-Man pack that I can use with this and a few other Salacious Crumbs out there. But that's one of his great sidekicks. I just need a throne for my Jabbas. I talked about that, I think, in the last video. But definitely need a throne for Jabba. But a cool little set right here. I like this a lot. Stickiness subsiding. I don't like the stickiness, but there's not much I can do about that except clean it up with some packing tape. That's all I can do at this point. But I like this Jabba. Now, yesterday we did the video on this Jabba. The Power of the Force Jabba. Not a fan of this. This is not my Jabba. Very lightweight, very cheap feeling. Almost feels like a deluxe Happy Meal toy. And it's just CGI Jabba. Don't like this Jabba. I understand this represents a younger Jabba, so it is what it is. But out of the 3 3/4, all day long I'm picking up this one. All day long picking this one up. This one's all right. It is what it is. This one obviously a little more expensive. This is about $30 aftermarket price. We can get this around $10, give or take. Your mileage may vary. But all day I'm picking this one up. But the granddaddy of all the Jabba the Hutts is the Black Series one. This is obviously 6-inch scale. These are 3 3/4 scale. But I like this Jabba, this Black Series one. I just wish, like all these, I wish I had a throne. I want a setup. I want a cool Jabba setup. I want that throne room. I got to get that done. That's on my long game. Got to get a deal. Got to figure out the way to do that. But if you're comparing these Jabbas, no doubt this is my favorite. There's no one upsetting this one. This one's winning the poll every single day. But this one's a strong number 2. I like this. I don't like the stickiness, but you take the stickiness, if that wasn't a thing, this would be a very strong one. This is right up there with this. The removable tongue, the added accessories, very, very cool with the Jabba the Hutt. This one, basically hot garbage. It's a moment in time. It's a special CGI release. This isn't my Jabba, but it does represent what we saw in the CGI additional scenes to the special editions. So I guess I can't hate it too much because it is realistic to what they saw on screen. So there you go. But here's this Jabba. I gotta say I like this one a lot more than I thought I was going to like it, and I thought I was going to like it a lot. So that's really good. Take the stickiness out, very solid. That extra tongue, that's just genius. That's the extra attention to detail we want. A removable tongue, whoever thought there'd be such a thing? Is there another figure out there with removable tongue outside of Jabba? I doubt it. So there it is, the old Jabba the Hutts, a little bit of comparison of Jabbas through the years. You guys tell me your order. How do you like your Jabbas? Tell me, and put them in order for me. You guys let me know. I guess the old school one, for sentimental reasons, the old school early 80s one, that's my favorite. That'll always be my favorite just because that's what I grew up playing with for a lot of years. I got a lot of mileage out of that toy. But after that, I think I got to go this one, and this one. But you tell me in the comments your thoughts. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. As you guys know, we got Star Wars videos every single day, and then some. So for the Jabba the Hutt family, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.